Hey, how's it going? My name's Alex. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm driving my silver Ford that I just picked up, but the problem is it's already the end of the day. I'm starting the video kind of late, so that's gonna do it for this one. Peace. Nah, I'm just kidding. So what's up, Alex? What are you doing? What's the plan? Get us up to speed. Why is your awesome gray truck on the trailer? Okay, so here's the thing. The reason this one is on the trailer is because it's at like 44,000 miles or something, so I don't want to rack on a whole bunch of more miles onto it and then have to turn it in sooner. You know what I mean? Because there's such a big shortage of trucks, I don't want to, like, I want to hold on to it, right? Because I don't know if I'll get another lease return like I did with the silver truck, right? So now, if you're obviously based on the title, the reason I have two trucks is I'm gonna put a driver in this silver truck, right? It's gonna be my first driver. This is exciting. Well, no, it's my third driver. I've had two drivers before, but it's my first one in these current circumstances with an enterprise rental and a non-CDL 40 footer and so on, right? So anyways, that's super cool that we're gonna do this, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So why I'm towing, like, this is obviously really expensive, transporting your own truck, right? Because I'm paying for fuel, paying for the rental, so it kind of sucks. But here's what I was doing, right? So this morning I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just walking around while I'm talking to you guys, making sure everything's good to go. I decided, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna look on the load board and I'm gonna see whichever happens first. Either one, I get a load and I book myself a load down to Texas, and then in Texas, I would then meet the driver and buy him a plane ticket to fly him up to Indiana so he can go pick up the truck himself. Or two, Firestone calls me and says your truck is ready. Then I load it up and haul it down myself and give it to the driver that way. And obviously, as we can see, the truck is obviously on my trailer, so option two happened. Oh my goodness, let me tell you guys how terrible the loads are up here. Indiana, Ohio, we're in Missouri, by the way, but Indiana, Ohio, Illinois, dude, I couldn't find one load. Dude, the video right here, this video right here where I said $2,550 or $2,500 to go from Texas to Ohio, dude, to get that kind of rate coming back down, it would be a literal miracle. Oh my gosh, some of the cheapest partials for a good area I've ever seen. Indiana, Ohio, Illinois, these are fire areas usually, but they're absolute garbage in the Corona era. It's frustrating, it's ridiculous. So, like, you know, at the end of the day, I didn't feel so bad because I couldn't book anything to save my life. It was freaking ridiculous. So that's why I'm glad Firestone called. They put new tires on the truck because, 44,000 miles is not bad. So that's super cool. I got my truck. I'm gonna give this one to the driver, but there's also another awesome thing. The dealer called me and he's like, Alex, great news, we got your new axles. So you know how these axles, I crashed the first time I hit a wall? So now we're gonna replace these axles and keep these two as backups because I don't wanna be rolling on that spindle that was like welded on. I'm sure it was fine. I'm sure it's fine, it'll last a long time, but still I didn't wanna do it. But the other thing that I forgot to say in the video and that you guys don't know is actually my second axle is bent also. This one right here with the gray rim is bent, guys. And so what happened was right when I picked up my trailer after spending all the money on getting the spindle welded on, I get out, I drive literally 20 miles, I pull over to a rest area, get out, touch the hub. This hub is literally on fire. Like, not literally on fire, okay? It's so hot I could barely keep my hand on it, right? And that was, oh my goodness, it was terrible. And so I started diagnosing what is going on. Oh man, the sun is setting, we have so little daylight. And so I started diagnosing what is going on. And sure enough, I take it down to the spindle and I see it's drooped. It wasn't drooped as bad as the other one. I'll put a picture right here on the screen. This one was drooped really bad, but this one wasn't as bad. And so what was happening is the brakes were rubbing. And what I had to do, let me show you real fast. What I had to do is totally take off the backing plate. Here, can you see that? Like, this is just the drum. There's no brake in here, right? So usually there's a backing plate with brakes. This one, there's nothing. I literally had to take off the backing plate because the drum is like this and the backing plate, like the drum is like this and the pads are inside, and because the drum is crooked, it now rubs on the pads permanently. Hey, the guy pulled over, the guy pulled forward, let's pull forward too. Okay, so there we go, we're filling up. Oh my gosh, we got like 30 seconds of daylight left essentially. But here's the plan, right? I wanna tell you guys two things. First of all, how to strap a vehicle, right? I wanna show you guys how I do it, right? So right here, you can see, boom, look at this. So what I do is I run a strap straight up and around the wheel and then straight, like usually straight down. But instead what you do is you just run it, you go inside the strap and you run it right back. You know how usually car haulers have their straps and they just have sometimes a ring? This essentially acts as the ring. So this would normally be straight, just like this, but that doesn't work as well. And so this, just doing it once is the easiest way, and you can see the strap is not ripping or anything like that. So this is the easiest way, and you pull one this way and then the other one that way. So they're pulling against each other. So by far one of the easiest methods on how to strap a vehicle to your trailer. The other thing I want to talk to you guys about before, and then then we'll pick up the clip in Texas with the driver, right? Is I posted this picture, or not this picture, but I posted a picture of a dually, or of this, it was the reverse, right? I was driving my truck and the silver truck was on the trailer. And so I posted that picture on Instagram, and you guys are saying, oh, aren't you like 26,000? Oh, blah, 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 blah. The truck is so heavy. And so I was worried. I'm like, fine, I'll pay the 12 bucks and I'll get a scale ticket. So here it is on your screen, right? So steer, first of all, overall weight, 24,460 pounds. So I have about 1,000 pounds. I should have booked a partial for a couple $100 bucks. But no, so guys, understand, like when a truck is empty, it doesn't weigh that much, you know, and that truck is empty. There's no toolbox, there's no straps, there's no extra tarps. And so it's like, at the end of the day, you really got to be diligent with how much stuff you're bringing with you, because you're sacrificing load weight. So keep in mind, 24,460 is what 2 dualies and a trailer, a 40-foot trailer weigh. That's 11,940 pounds on the trailer axle, and it's D-rated to 12, so winning. But then 7,500 on the drives, and it's rated for like 9,800 or something. But anyways, the point remains the same, that those are the two things. I'm gonna drive all night in Texas because because Firestone called me kind of late, right? And they're like, oh, Alex, your truck is ready. I'm like, oh, great, it's like 4 p.m. And so basically the problem is I'm still running ELD. You have to still run ELD because this is essentially furthering your company, your business or whatever. So I have to run ELD, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm trying to maximize the 11 hours that I have allotted to me. And so it looks like I'll be driving well into the night. And so then we'll wake up tomorrow morning. It's gonna be bright and early, and we're gonna pick up the vlog in Texas. And I haven't asked my driver if he wants to be on camera. So maybe I should have figured that out first before I started recording. Okay, so I just got back from the truck stop. I got myself some sunflower seeds. But what I just remembered is I forgot about the brakes, right? So you might be watching the video and you might be like, oh my gosh, Alex, I cannot believe you're driving with no brakes. Look, settle down. It's okay. It's fine. A couple of things. Now, you correct me if I'm wrong, the people that are knowledgeable in this area. I think there's an exemption, not an exemption or not an exclusion, but I think the FMCSA says that if your brakes amount to less than 20% of your overall braking power or something like that, then it's okay for those to not work. Something like that. So if we do 1 out of 8, right? Because I have 1, 2, yeah, 4 over here and 4 over here. Yeah, I have 8. Duh, 4 axles, right? 2 on the truck, 2 on the trailer. Durr, Alex. So if we do 1 out of 8, 1 divided by 8 equals 12%, right? So that means 1 brake not working accounts for 12.5% of braking. That's number 1. Number 2, guys, these are not 7K axles. These are not 12-inch by 2-inch brakes. These are like 3-inch fatty big boys. I will tell you right now, fully loaded, my truck will hold me at 4. Okay, look, we can put it in drive, right? Hold on, I'll take off the e-brake. Okay, here you go. Look. Now, here we go. I'm gonna turn it up, right? Oh, 4.5. Okay, here we go. Let's turn it down to 4, right? And then what we do is you squeeze the breakaway controller, right? Here you go. It's fully squeezed, and then you let go of your brake, right? Look. Hold on. Let's. Oh. Okay, I rolled down my window. Look, see? We're not rolling, and we're still in drive. Right here. Let me give it a little throttle. Here you go. Look. Look. It's literally like, it lurches, but it holds me so hard. and this is at 4. Imagine what this thing would do at like 7 or 8. So guys, at the end of the day, I understand, you know, there's concern, but a couple of things I want to say. What do you think I've been sitting at home for 2 weeks for? I'll intentionally try to keep this trailer off the road, and it cost my business a good chunk of change, but that's okay. I didn't want to like run a ton of loads. So I literally did 2 loads with only 12% of my braking not working, and still, even at 4, I will stop it better. Like literally at 4 gain, this trailer will stop better than 7K axles at 9. I kid you not. I was so thoroughly impressed with these brakes. Such a massive difference. Honestly, I don't think those are 7. Like that jump from 7 to 8K is absolutely ridiculous. So anyways, that's all I wanted to add in, or an input about the brakes. That, you know, guys, do not be concerned. Everything is going Gucci over here at Tow Piglet LLC. Anyways, I'm pulling out of the parking lot because the guy that pulled in behind me, he just started filling up, so I wasn't blocking him or anything. But the point remains the same, that yeah, let's hit the road because we got some ELD to max out and some miles to do. Anyways, let's pick it up in Texas in like 3, 2, 1. All right, and just like that, I'm home. All right, so we got this weird GMC in my driveway. Not really, it's the driver's truck. So yes, that is correct. I made it home. Everything's fine. Everything's good. It's like afternoon sometime. I don't even know. But so right now, what we're gonna do is he's in the driver's seat. He's waiting for me. But yeah, this is it's a learning experience to say the least. That's for sure. Taking on a driver is a serious thing. And so I'm happy I'm doing it. I'm happy I'm able to share this with you guys as I'm doing it too. But yeah, so look, he's had a CDL for like 3, 4, 5, 6 years, something like that. I don't need a long time. He's been driving a semi truck this entire time. He just got sick of driving a big semi truck. He wants to try driving a pickup. And a pickup truck is more fun to drive, and it's easier to back up. It's just easier to operate. It really is. And so that's the appeal of Hotshot, right? But here's the thing, as a carrier, signing on or taking on a driver, I have to do a road test, right? That is literally one of the pieces of paperwork. So you got to do an application. There's got to be a thing for a thing for doing an MVR annually. Then there's the pre-employment drug test, and the if it's a CDL truck, then it's a drug consortium as well. And then the other thing that's the DQ file, driver qualification file, is you're supposed to have that road test. And so basically that's what we're gonna go do right now. I gotta go do a road test. He has a CDL, he's overqualified, and I still have to do it. But anyways, the fleet is looking pretty gnarly. We got the, you know, the gray Ford, we got the silver Ford, and of course we got the OG Dodge right there. So it's looking pretty sweet. So yeah, we're gonna hit the road, and hopefully it's all good. We're pulling out of the Walmart parking lot. Not so bad, actually. That worked out pretty well. There you go, you're getting the hang of it.
I am.
Okay, so right now he's gonna try to back into my driveway. My driveway is like 1 car wide, and it's got these 2 gates that are super right here. Can you see that? That one and that one. So let's see how he does. And the problem is the other side isn't wide enough, and so the truck can fall into the ditch. Okay, so we really got to watch this carefully. Nope. Pull forward. Hey, you gotta cut it right here. You see this? Yeah, on the grass a little bit. Hold on. The problem is right now you're gonna hit that green fence on the backside. Right. And the other issue is there's a ditch over there that you can fall into. So it's not enough. You gotta cut it sooner than that. Look. You won't. Look, you're already, look how... Again. Hey. Well, I mean, you are, but you can keep backing up if you want to see how far off. What's that? Keep backing up. Okay, that's good. Do you want to come look? I can show you how to do it. Yeah. Okay, because this is a really challenging, like, driveway. Okay, so the situation is, you want to turn the wheel very, very little. So that's why you got to start all the way out here, right? We're basically in front of my neighbor's driveway right now. And you could, the reason you want to turn the wheel very, very little is so that when, by the time we get up there, it'll turn on its own, basically. Watch, it'll make sense because I can't turn the wheel a lot because I'm going to run off the road.
Yeah, in that culvert.
Correct, right. So here, what you want to do is you want to try to time it correctly. Right here, roughly right here is when you want to start turning. See, and I'm just holding the wheel very, very little, and progressively the trailer turns more and more. I'm holding the wheel the same, but the trailer is turning on its own, and I'm basically going parallel with the passenger side of the road, right? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Yep.
Do you see that?
I do.
This is literally a perfect back end. And then right here. And so now our trailer is very, very close to the angle that it needs to be at to fit between the gate. And then right here, you just want to crank it hard. Okay, so just to reiterate, the reason you want to give yourself a lot of room in the very, very beginning is because your input on the steering wheel is very, very small, right? And so that's why I had to drive all the way out there, was because I'm turning the wheel so little, and by the time the trailer comes around, it takes a long time. Does that make sense? Now I realize a non-CDL hotshot driver is teaching a CDL driver, but still, this is an extremely tricky situation where most of the time you'd have plenty of room to swing out, just like you did, right? Most of the time. But this is essentially a 2-car road, and that's all you have, you know what I mean? So in tight situations like this, you always want to pull really far and do very, very little input, so your truck is basically staying parallel with the side of the road. So there you go. Look, maybe you learned something, right? So that's the point. By the way, just to give you guys the update, I did book, I didn't book actually anything. A direct customer reached out. He's like, hey Alex, you in the Houston area? And I'm like, oh, actually wait, my driver is starting this week. And so a direct customer reached out. He has a load for me picking up just north of Houston, and it's going to, where's the load going to? Oh, Kentucky. No. Yes, it's going to Kentucky. That's right. Okay, so yeah, the load's going to Kentucky. It's a little partial. So I looked at the driver driving, you know, I mean, maybe you guys saw a couple of clips. You can tell a person has experience when they pick it up really, really quickly. And so from the like in a matter of half an hour from when he started driving to now, you can instantly see like a rapid progression, and you can only do that when you have experience. Somebody that has no experience the first 30 minutes, I remember when I started as a company driver, by the way, interesting story, really quick, just a quick squirrel side note moment, okay? Literally 5 years ago, from not today, but roughly, I started driving in August of 2015. We're now in August of 2020. Literally 5 years ago, I started as a hotshot driver. Now I have 2 trucks. I'm technically 3 because my old Dodge, you know, so 3 trucks. And so it's like, I mean, granted, one of them's not on the road. So, but I have 4 trucks leased under my, or not leased under, yeah, 2 of mine, and then the 2 owner operators. 4 trucks under my MC number. I have a house. I have 3 daughters now. Like, in just 5 short years, my life has totally changed. So guys, use this moment, use this video as a source of inspiration, motivation. Guys, understand, in 5 years, I learned so much and went from being broke, dumb, and in debt to broke and in debt, but not dumb. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this video, you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.